Have you ever been in a conversation where somehow everything becomes your fault? You try to explain yourself, but they twist your words. You try to set boundaries, but they make you feel guilty. And when you walk away from the conversation, you start wondering, was it really my fault? If that sounds familiar, you might be dealing with a narcissist. Narcissistic people have a pattern. They manipulate conversations, control emotions, and protect their ego at all costs. And the worst part? The more you try to explain yourself, the more trapped you become. But here's the truth most people don't realize. You don't beat narcissists by arguing better. You beat them by changing how you respond. Here are 3 ways to counter narcissists without losing your peace. 1. Stop feeding their need for reaction. The first thing you need to understand is this. Narcissists feed on reactions: anger, frustration, defensiveness. When you react emotionally, you're giving them exactly what they want: attention and control. They provoke you on purpose. They interrupt you. They criticize you. They accuse you of things you didn't do. Not because they want the truth, but because they want a reaction. The more emotional you get, the more power they gain. So what's the solution? Stay emotionally neutral. Instead of reacting, respond calmly. Instead of defending yourself endlessly, keep your answers short. When they expect anger, give them calm. When they expect an argument, give them silence. This is sometimes called the gray rock method. You become as boring and emotionally neutral as possible. And when narcissists stop getting emotional reactions from you, they slowly lose interest in controlling you. 2. Stop explaining yourself too much. One of the biggest traps people fall into with narcissists is over-explaining. You try to clarify. You try to defend yourself. You try to prove your intentions. But here's the problem. Narcissists are not trying to understand you. They are trying to win the conversation. Every explanation you give becomes new material they can twist. You say one sentence, they pick one word, and suddenly the conversation goes in a completely different direction. Hours later, you're still arguing, and nothing gets resolved. So instead of explaining everything, start using simple boundaries. For example, I've already explained my decision, or I'm not going to argue about this, or even, we can talk about this later. Short. Clear. No emotional explanation. Remember this. People who respect you don't need endless explanations. And people who don't respect you won't accept them anyway. To protect your boundaries, even if they hate it. This is the hardest step for many people, because narcissists hate boundaries. The moment you say no, the moment you limit their control, they may react with anger. They may guilt trip you. They may even try to make you look like the bad person. This is called narcissistic backlash. And many people give up their boundaries because they want peace. But here's the truth. If someone only treats you well when you obey them, that's not respect. That's control. Healthy relationships respect limits. So when dealing with narcissists, your boundaries must be clear and consistent. If you say no today, don't say yes tomorrow just because they pressure you. If you say something is unacceptable, don't tolerate it the next time. Boundaries only work when they are consistent. You don't control how narcissists behave. You only control how you respond. Stay calm. Stop over-explaining. Protect your boundaries. And when you do that, you take back the one thing narcissists want most: control.